Yes, y'all. Welcome to
Stays Crunchy and Milk.
If you have opinions or queries you wish to share, we have multiple ways to be reached. The email address for the show is podcast@stayscrunchyandmilk.com. On Twitter, it's at skimpod, SKIMPOD.
Stays Crunchy.
And if you're feeling froggy, go on and jump into our voicemail line at 216-3028-POD. That's 216-3028-8763. The show can be heard on Apple Podcasts, Google Play, Stitcher Radio, TuneIn Radio, Spotify, and as always at our website, stayscrunchyandmilk.com.
Stays Crunchy.
Please rate, review, subscribe, and share the show on your own social media feeds. And if you want to get at us directly, feel free to reach out via our personal Twitter.
Stays.
It's at Tatum216, Lunchbox2099, The Real ODP, and I'm your host, Tabrail713.
All right, here we go.
Stays Crunchy and Milk.
You don't know the number, do you?
252?
No, 252 went up today.
253?
Nah, that's at the house already.
254?
Possible, but I think it's on there.
255?
That's where I'm kind of like, I think I'm going to go with that. Hey there, you. Stays Crunchy Milk episode 254.
Because we awkwardly had sex with you like 3 years ago. And we were like, oh, hey. You?
It's on a popular.
How's your sister?
How is your
sibling
relative?
You still got that that tattoo on your butt?
What's the part you remember?
Nice.
Would it weird you out if you found out you were the reason that somebody did turn gay?
I don't think
I don't think that's a gay word.
Biology is the reason.
I'm just saying,
people turn
what if
gay.
someone was on the fence and you were just that last push they needed to go over?
I would be happy I helped them find their true selves.
It was funny. I remember when I I was still a teenager when this happened. It was a lady who was she was a lesbian that I knew. And she was like, we were just, you get, when you work with people, you just get to, certain environments, you just get close to them by talking that night. And she just came out and said, like, you know what, I would let you have sex with me. And I was just like, thank you.
Taking us all the way back to Wendy's, are we?
Yeah, roll. And she was like, she said, and my girlfriend too. I was just like, I don't know if I can handle that. Because Ro was a lady that was about 6'3". No, nothing. Hey, tall women are sexy
Bro
too.
was a community college linebacker.
Nah, shit, she could have went pro. She was like Napoleon's uncle, just like one play away from going pro. I just thought that was interesting. Because she was definitely a man hater. I guess I'm just that line there, that just feminine enough for her. As I sip my tea. So pushing somebody over the edge, I don't know. It's just like I'm kind of the train of thought of you always want to do that shit if you do it.
Yeah,
pretty much. If you always want,
there probably isn't pushing someone over the line. You're right.
If you ever want to make a homemade cinnamon roll, you just don't get up and do it just on a Tuesday. You've been thinking about rolling it. You got the cinnamon at home. You got the sugar. You looked it up online. You just don't get up and make cinnamon rolls.
I mean, sometimes they just don't want to admit it. I know what was I listening to the other day? Well, it don't matter. The point was they were saying like, we too often say that these homophobes, some of these homophobes are just closeted gay men, and that's insulting to gay people. I'm like, well, when I say it, I really listen to the things the person say and says, yeah, that dude's like closeted, like saying stuff like, well, if we let a gay guy into the locker room, he'll just go around and start sucking dick. And it's like, no, is that, why would you think that?
Because I will go around the locker room and suck all the dicks I can.
Exactly. It's like stuff like that makes me think like you're really just closeted. What was his, the one rip? Maybe I'm misquoting him, but the one homophobic bishop. I know that doesn't narrow it down, but it was like he was like, we all have these temptations. We want to be with a man, but we just fight him. I'm like, no,
Your boy James Manny.
yeah, I'm like, no, we don't have those temptations. You have those temptations, and no, you don't have to fight them. You're gay, man. Just embrace it, and maybe stop being such a hateful dick.
But it's just that one dude that breaks the rule. Those like, nah, you just flat out hate. You're so straight. Yeah. You hate you that. No, you won't even kiss your wife on the cheek because she got a little bit of stubble.
No.
You got to kiss her exactly on the lip.
And there's dudes like that, and I call it like I see it, but sometimes there's like dudes who are like, your hatred's born out of shame. And I can tell by the things you say. And I'm like, man, life is too short to be fucking people you don't want to fuck. Why are you doing that to yourself?
Because they've been taught this whole time that it's wrong and ungodly and this, that, and the third, and
Money.
Money.
Speaking of that, me and Lunch were talking the other day. We were talking about Delirious and how he just let that F word fly at the beginning of it. And it's just like, man, like you could just say whatever in the 80s and the 90s.
They really were.
And the early 2000s, because like just that, right after me and Lunch talked about that, I watched Delirious again myself, like the first 15 minutes of it. And I've been watching this new docuseries on Netflix called The Staircase.
Uh-huh.
And on Friday nights on Channel 5, it's had like these murder series about like true crimes and stuff like that before.
used to be 2020.
Yeah, 2020. Exactly right. And it was it's a couple stories that I followed that like one was about this particular show I'm watching, The Staircase, and the other one that I followed closely. They're doing their own docuseries about this lady who's in jail for killing her 2 sons. But I mean, from the case, as a young man, even though I thought OJ didn't do it at first, like I was like, man, she didn't do it because like they cut like whoever cut her throat so bad that it made the chain around her neck go into her neck and almost cauterize the blood.
Wow.
But they were saying it was self-inflicted. You can't cut yourself that hard. But anywho, The Staircase, this guy was by, and they're in the court just and of course this was in Missouri, which isn't quite a southern state, but pretty much is.
Yeah, they behave as much so.
And they brought that shit up like he was doing unholy things, talking about anal sex. I was like, I don't think you really bring that up in court now, like to use that as like defamation. But that was one of the things they used against him in the court, and like he got found guilty. And like one of the basic things was like the lady had blood on the bottom of her feet, like it was pretty much no other way to get blood on your feet unless you were standing up in blood.
Yeah.
So I'm still watching it, so I haven't got to the end, but I knew the story up until because no spoilers, but he got found guilty of killing his wife.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm gonna finish that eventually. I just had to stop watching murder shit for a while.
Yeah, after Adnan on Serial Season 1.
Yeah.
I was done, man. There was too much going on. I'm like, I can't do that to myself. So.
Oh man, nothing makes me work harder at work than watching Forensic Files.
I fell asleep watching that in the motel in Cincy last weekend.
That dude's voice is amazing. Like it is so common. But one thing that do fuck me up about Forensic Files is that first 10, like not even 10 minutes, that first 5 minutes when it's always the husband, and they talk about shit about him like he didn't pay child support, and he once slapped his mama in the face, and he stole out the collection plate, but he was at a titty bar and everybody seen him. Like,
why you gotta be so?
Why you gotta go through the dirt first then?
Yeah, for sure.
Like
Kill time.
Yeah, I guess it does kill time. But that dude's voice is so soothing. Listeners, all 4 of y'all, when y'all go listen to some Forensic Files. That dude will help you go. It is so good. It helps me focus so much.
It's very educational.
The Forensic Files-based nap system my man has invented over here.
Oh, for lunch it's a nap. For me, it's just like it's white noise or gray noise. I'm not trying to discriminate.
I mean, white noise is the turn of phrase. I'm saying, so you get. Oh, I looked it up. Welsh or Welsh on a bet is indeed disrespectful to the Welsh. It was a stereotype that they put on the Welsh over in Europe that they would renege on bets. I don't know how. I need to look up probably renege next to see how cool that is. But
you're disrespecting Nigerians.
First of all, you're pronouncing it N-I-G.
Next thing we know, he's gonna drop Indian Giver.
Renege.
Yeah, it's supposed to be Renee.
I don't know, man. What
It's
up?
disrespectful to Renee.
Give it up for my show then.
A ghetto love is a love that we. How does song go?
You had to get a love is a love that we live by. They wonder why my shorty had to die. Yeah, the Lost Boys are the worst.
Oh, I like that song.
Look,
That song was
and the
okay.
one about condoms.
their particular neighborhood in Queens.
Yeah,
that song.
The condoms hit the ass.
Oh, from
the show soundtrack.
I thought it was from
no,
America
it was
Dying Slowly.
from America's Dying Slowly.
Oh yeah.
So,
AIDS killed. Word up, respect this. America's giant.
coming from the woo is real.
Um,
My nigga Chuck, he love to fuck. Everything exotic bitches down to ugly ducks.
But-
like Nancy, who like the fancy tipco, so he put popsicles on her nipples to make her sex passion triple quadruple until she bust. I love that RZA line, man.
That is great, but the live version was better because it had Old Dirty after he got out of jail.
He came out there.
RZA loves to talk about busting and
He has a wheelhouse, and he just
You grab bitch, you chicken head hoe. No, that's not even him.
Let's go. So,
I'm the first one that has you watching flicks about De Niro.
The only thing that I can add to this whole conversation is busted makes me feel good.
I like nuts.
I can't.
I know why there is a rap about it.
Ever since you made that joke, I can't watch Ghostbusters without laughing my ass off during that song.
I think that makes perfect sense now. That's when you
Busted makes me feel good.
Yeah, it's so my son watches Dino Dan, this terrible dinosaur Nickelodeon show.
Were you there when I talked about it?
No.
And like we were unsure whether Dan, these dinosaurs are here, and Dan can only.
Oh,
see
is
them,
Dan is crazy?
What's
That
your
makes
take
sense
on it?
because okay, either like everybody is placating to these little motherfuckers because it's Dino Dan Trek's Adventures, which is Trek, and then Dino Dana. But all the even because it was like one episode where like somebody had made a mess in the house. I would be like, enough is enough, man. Either you fucking this shit up or you not. Because it was like baby powder shit all over the floor. And I'm like, man, I would be pissed off if my
visual joke. Why did I do that?
if my son came in here like, a dinosaur did this. I'm like, a dinosaur didn't fucking do this. Clean this shit up. But it's Dino Experiment number 90. I don't give a fuck what Dino Experiment you see. We got company coming over in an hour. You got baby powder over the fucking floor.
But
I probably wouldn't do that. I'll just be like, okay, Anthony.
if they're on the third kid, I don't think it's a hallucination at this point because like, how they all seeing it?
it's a collective hallucination.
It's
That's not a thing, is it?
yeah. You should research that. It is a possible thing.
Yeah, I mean, think of the Rugrats. They were always getting into
That
some
was their
wacky shit.
imagination, right?
It's a collective.
Oh
imagination,
man, have you ever heard like the real sad theory about that?
Yeah, that like Tommy was actually dead or
Like
something.
everybody was dead except Chucky or something like that.
What the fuck?
Yeah, because like Chucky
Yeah,
Foster mom is dead.
Stu was like hanging out in the basement making toys because he was mourning his lost kid or something.
They always
Yeah,
take
yeah.
it there. That's all weird.
I'll look it up. I definitely have read it.
I don't need that level of darkness in my damn cartoons, man.
Yeah, it's
Every now and again, you hear these dudes come through and they be like, "Yeah, that's true." Like we find out what did Groot say before he disappeared? And oh shit, that's an Avengers spoiler. And at this point, you should have saw Avengers because that comes on DVD like in a couple weeks.
said, "I am
Already?
Well, yeah. I mean, at this point, come on. By the time this comes out and so forth, you stack all those days together.
Hey, I had one of those. Don't take that.
His I am Groot is he would say, I guess he just said "Dad" to Rocket before he disappeared.
Okay, so here it is. Chucky died in 1986 along with his mother. That's why Chaz is a nervous wreck all the time. Tommy was born in 1988, but he was a stillborn. That's why Stu is constantly in the basement making toys for the son who never had a chance to live. The DeVilles had an abortion in 1990. Angelica, my bad, couldn't figure whether it would be a boy or girl, thus creating the twins.
I think too many holes in that theory.
Yeah, you dug way too deep to make that happen.
I saw the episode where they crashed Reptar on ice. So what's that whole stadium hallucinating? Or are they all dead in the stadium? Come on.
They went to Paris at some point.
And they going
There's
gorillas.
other people outside the family seeing them.
It really was going gorillas. They also did a hookup with the wild thornberries or
The
something.
wild thornberries hallucinating? Or are they dead?
Yeah, they were doing wild thornberries. Come on.
Yeah, at the
I know
end,
this is not
you
coming
know,
from a hurt place. Like you're ruining Rugrats for me.
Hurt people hurt
I'm just
people.
saying logically it doesn't make sense.
I'm with you. I'm
And Angelica's mother never had her because she was too busy working and emasculating her dad.
Oh my God.
Skim will be right back after these messages.
You ever see a product on the shelf and wonder, I wonder how was that? Well, you have to wonder no more, because we at Skim will bring you
We tried.
no longer do you have to say, was that soda good? Because
We tried it for you.
you ever see those brand new fries at Taco Bell and then think, I won't waste my time.
Damn, those were delicious.
Those were damn good. What about that naked chicken chalupa, the new spicier edition? We tried it.
How was it?
It was pretty good.
I was curious, and I haven't had it.
I enjoyed it. If you're looking for some entertainment,
The way that only we can provide. Who else out there do you know that can compare Oreos to bad sex? No one. That's who.
nobody. Like Keith Sweat, nobody, baby.
Who can review you like me?
Nobody.
Who can tell you what we eat?
Nobody. You can find that on our newly established Patreon. You go to Patreon / Stage Crunchy and Milk. And that's Crunchy with a K.
Make sure you throw a .com in there so you don't get lost in the neighborhood.
And now back to Skim.
So, I should probably close with this, but I feel like I just want to talk about it to y'all.
Maybe it'll take that long.
Whatever. But I finally sat my ass down last night after editing the show and put together this goddamn Patreon. Just cut my mouth as I said it out loud. This Patreon. Yes, you could provide one's patronage to this production if you were so inclined now.
So you can get some more solo masturbation tapes.
I was only offering hairy nipple pictures. You're taking it a step too far.
So what's really too far? Like showing a nipple over and over again? Or like a sexy masturbation?
The joy, though, is in the creativity of showing the hairy nipple.
Oh.
How you do it? Maybe a flower this
Yeah.
month on it. Get
Like
pierced.
location,
Or
time
like
of day.
one of those sexy pinup girls like that's wearing the pajamas with the butt out, like, and you like reaching for someone on a high shelf.
All right, so I made three tiers. The first tier is for $1.
It's balls.
And it is
No, sorry.
it is. Let me hold a little something.
I was hoping it would be ice cream cake. It's not cake.
Oh God, no! I'm not even going.
Swedish fish is $2.
Apparently, you guys are giving it away for free. So
So that's what the first one called. That's $1, and just gotta let me hold something. That is, hey, thank you. If you want to donate, put it on the show. Thank you for doing that, and that's what's up. Next tier, it's the $5 tier. This is what it gets actually get good at, and that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, did I name it that?
No,
I think
you
I did.
named it.
I don't know.
I thought it said like
You sent a link
I
I,
think
couldn't
you
go
put
to because
fifth.
I don't have Wi-Fi.
instead of like fifth.
Maybe, but I feel like it might have been something else too.
I think 50 Cent would take.
We're fine
take
with
a piss
fifth
at-
because if we did FIF, we'd be biting Chappelle's show, and we don't want to do that, do we?
Hold on.
I think that's what we're doing.
It might
Yeah.
be.
Yeah, but if we spell out the word fifth,
It is.
full,
It is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that is the
and it's
$5.
I
FIF.
just bought this baby for
FIF.
cash
We're
Money.
gonna
money.
get
spelled
sold.
correctly.
Oh, no, we're not gonna get sued. He didn't
I
trademark that.
literally
It's just a line to a sketch.
Yeah, but you wrote fifth like all the way out. It's FIF apostrophe.
Yeah, that's not that deep to me. so okay. For a while now, we have been stacking little bits and episodes and stuff to the side, waiting for this moment. Like I said, we were preparing for when we
You
wrote
got
this
the
Patreon.
B-roll for the first episode of
Of Hunger, yes, yeah. I
Yeah.
got all kinds of cool stuff that I've saved over the years, saying someday I'm gonna do something with that. That's now. You pay us. You donate to the cause $5 a month. You'll get access to some cool little extra stuff. Some stand up from the Podfather over here. Maybe a fully realized version of working 6 to 9 at some point. But we also have a dope little show, a little side little hustle. You know, we review food on our show. Well, basically on the main show, you only gonna get Oreos going forward. But on the pay side of things, that's when you would get a show that Anthony and Box so aptly named We Tried, hosted by Lunchbox, where we try different shit. It's a little more in-depth, a little more focused, and never going to be too long, probably in the 10 to 15, 20-minute range, where we try some things, test some things, or compare and contrast some items, and I think it's pretty dope.
And those were the solo masturbations come in.
First one is going to be with pineapple juice.
Second one with grapefruits. Grapefruit in it.
Grapefruit in it. The highest tier we have is a $10 tier, and I named that one. You get a podcast. You get a podcast. You all get podcasts. What's going to happen is, I'm just going to read you what I wrote because it's a little easier.
All right.
So this tier requires you to trust the process. There are 224 episodes of this show that we made previous to our Spotify days. What we hope to do is upload all those episodes a few at a time until all of them are available to you, our most loyal listeners. If it works, great. But if Patreon is like, nah, bruh, that ain't happening, then we'll need to figure something else out for the $10 tier. Currently, but that is the goal. What it is all those episodes got music on them. Almost all of them. I don't know if all of them do, but almost all of them have music of some sort. Sometimes full songs, sometimes little snippets of songs. But it's enough to means that we had to pull all those down to be available on Spotify. I'm not selling them to you. I'm just giving you access to our back catalog. And again, at some point, Spotify will be like, you got music. I mean, it's free of me. Patreon can be like, yeah, music of them hoes. You got to pull them down. And that's where we all just let it go. Ariel style. No, it's not let it go. Who is that? Frozen style. So,
TD's ex-wife.
oh yeah, Idina. No, it wasn't her real name.
Something
Why
like
are you
that.
looking at me?
I didn't look at you.
Okay. Why aren't you looking at me?
Because I was about to say it how John Travolta actually said it, but I'm like, what's her actual name? I only know how he fucked it up, and I don't know how to say her real name. Whatever. Yeah, Tay Diggs' ex-wife. They were Broadway stars together.
Yeah, I was looking that up because Tay Diggs was on Jesus and Mero, and I was like, oh yeah, let me look up his ex-wife. So they were all in Rent together, including Tay Diggs, and then she married some dude that was in Rent. Dirty bitch.
I mean, just the showmances, I believe is what they're called.
I'm just kidding.
So
I don't know if she's a dirty bitch at all. I really don't
Try to
care.
imply that she gets around a lot.
Oh, she just gets around. That's it.
that's the implication. Anyway, he made a Patreon. That shit is available for you right now at patreon.com/StaysCrunchy and Milk. Just spell that bitch out. Click that. Hook it up. If you are so inclined. You are not required to. I'm not saying whatever. If you do, though, at the $5 and $10 level, you get some cool stuff.
And then we turn to when you give us $10, stay Clinton milk. I don't know. Clinton with a K.
But I want to share that with you, the listeners. I want to go over with my fellows here because, I mean, I put it up last night, but whatever. They need to stop.
We're all finding this out for the first time together. I just realized I've been doing a podcast for 5 years. I thought we were all just hanging out.
Down the street.
What are you doing here? Why is there always a microphone around us? Including
Yeah,
one that I used to bring over myself. What are we doing?
I thought we were just like pretending like we were doing the end of That 70s Show. Because like, you kept spinning this around every time one of us talked.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I didn't know for the longest time that was supposed to be them smoking weed.
Yeah, they're passing the joint.
Oh, I knew it.
Yeah.
Maybe
I'm
because
sorry, that sounded so like
It did. I was
arrogant.
like, well, fuck you.
I knew
I'm glad
it.
You knew it.
I knew they were smoking.
Arrogant
I knew
over-
they were smoking a Mary Jane. I was on top of it. They were smoking the ganj.
Arrogant over something that does not need arrogance. That's not important.
Did we discuss the notion of
All of them being dead.
no longer having to be paranoid to smoke weed?
We talk about like masturbation, like just like I can jack off with the top with the volume up.
Well, my whole point is as we get to legalize in more and more places, like you was always, one was always paranoid when consuming.
You go up on the wrong side of town. People smoke walking up and down my street all the time.
I'm just saying, a lot of people would be like, yo, freaked out, cops gonna come, somebody gonna come, my mama gonna come, or whatever. But now it's just like,
My dad would have been like, pass that joint, my dude.
now that it is,
I smell it, let me inhale it.
it's outright legal in many places.
Yeah.
I wonder how people just go through life like not having to ever deal with the paranoia that comes with consumption, because paranoia no longer needs to exist at that point. You all good, you all legal. Can't nobody be mad at you if you grown and you bought it and so
Where you
forth.
get the
So-
paranoia from meth?
So are you saying that like weed paranoia has always been psychosomatic, like almost like, well, I'm not supposed to be doing this and that's why I feel this way?
Yeah.
I don't know. I have to test it, I guess. Not me though.
Well,
I only do gummy bears. He only does gummy bears.
so
Just
I,
a head.
I say this, of course, because medical marijuana was voted into law in Ohio 2 years back, whatever it was, and they are finally now getting around to handing out the dispensary licenses and it's about that time. People are be able to legitimately just, go home with as long as they have a prescription and a medical card that they keep renewed and just chill and not be bothered by anything or anybody. And I wonder how that will affect smokers in the game. You know what I'm saying?
Good question.
I know.
It's testable.
I know that Charlie hates it because he can't sell his weed no more.
You just need to get into business if you can.
He can. Yeah.
Did we ever discuss on the show, speaking of weed, like how annoying I find it that they like put a weed theory into everything?
Go on.
Like, this show's secretly about weed and like, for example, what?
That show Weeds. Oh, I kind of thought it was about weed, but I was never really
I heard
sure.
people say like,
Weeds, man.
I'm not sure to this day, but I feel like that 70s show was about weed.
I'm just thinking like they say Winnie the Pooh, like, oh, Rabbit has a secret card. And I'm like, I never heard him mention that. Was
Chris
a card.
Robinson was strung out on drugs, and he imagined all the stuffed animals coming to life while he was in the attic coming down off a
Google that shit. It's deeper than that. It was like Eeyore was. It was.
They're all like, they're all supposed to like be stages of psychosis. Like,
it wasn't
Eeyore's
like
depressed.
Fantasia was supposed to be done by people on like acid or something. Yeah,
it might be, but like, not everything's secretly about weed. Like, remember, I think a prime example of this is Puff the Magic Dragon. Everyone's like, oh, that song's about weed. Like, listen to the lyrics. It's about the death of childhood and innocence.
Yeah, but like
it's about his imaginary friend that he like loses.
I know that.
If that doesn't scream weed, I don't know what does.
Yeah, but most like either like kid songs are
That's a
about
reason to
something
smoke
else.
some weed, but like,
like most kid songs are about killing, like dying, like ring around the rosy, pocket full of posies,
What about
ashes,
HR puffing stuff?
ashes. We all fall down.
You discussed that.
he maybe.
HR puffing stuff. Come on,
Well, I mean,
man.
it was the 70s and everything.
HR puffing stuff. Like all the what was the name of those dudes that made all them fucked up dudes in the suits?
The Kraft brothers, Marty Kraft.
All that shit is weed heavy.
Like, there's a difference between being secretly about weed and being influenced by weed. Like, a lot of shit was influenced by weed. Doesn't mean it was necessarily
like
secretly about
Scooby-Doo?
it. That might be both. I'll say that I'll say the secret they're serious about
they
that
came
is
out
like
of that van every time.
I didn't know what else to be. What's the song? Mary Sunshine. That's
Little Mary son. Hey, yeah, who sang that? She's all right with me. Man,
all that shit was about weed. Like you got a green van. You got a dog that can eat sandwiches as big as his body.
I mean, it was a great thing. Them motherfuckers could eat sandwiches as big as Marty's body. Them some big ass dogs.
Well, I don't know. Our shit everywhere. I know that sounds like Fat Albert a little bit, but come on, man.
I like the Venture Brothers take on Scooby Doo, like the dog had a German accent and was telling like the Shaggy type character to like to kill. It's like,
Pretty Mary Sunlight was the name of that song. It was by Jerry Reed in the new Scooby Doo Mysteries.
No.
well, it's like I don't buy that Winnie the Pooh was secretly about weed. Like
I think it was about opium. It wasn't about weed.
I don't think Puff the Magic Dragon was about weed. Yeah, that's just you being lazy people.
What about
You heard
Lucy in the
Puff-
Sky of Diamonds?
It was performed by George A. Robertson Jr. and written by Danny Jansen. So, Pretty Mary Sunlight.
I don't know.
Well, let's just give that just a couple of seconds of shine.
Well, Fred wasn't mellow.
He was an uptight.
Yeah.
He was a Reagan supporter. I mean Nixon. That shit sound good.
I'm looking at the scene. This song has nothing to do with the scene that's going on. I don't know what ghost this is. It's Scooby and Shaggy dressed like in drag.
Come on, that's not called drag.
I like how the ghost he figures out Shaggy before he figures out Scooby Doo. Like, it's a dog, man. Come on. At least Shaggy's a
I didn't
human.
see the clip, but
I wonder-
was Scooby in like a muumuu and a shower cap.
No, they're like-
he was dressed like in a soldier uniform.
Okay.
I always wonder where the fuck did they get all those lifelike ass costumes at? Their budget for that cartoon was astronomical. Like, whatever these people were getting those costumes that were seamlessly a mask at first.
They was never stealing some bullshit. They was always stealing whole cribs and hundreds of thousands of millions of dollars worth of shit.
To defraud a town. Like, these guys were like,
They're
solving some serious
there were
crimes.
some Batman level villains on that fucking show.
Yeah, but then as soon as you take off the mask, you got to fucking split them back up. I'm like, where was that split come from?
Then they confess everything. Like, come on, like, man, I want my lawyer.
Hey, if you
You're in
take
a ghost costume. I want my lawyer. I'm not talking to anybody.
We're literally children. You don't have to say anything to us. It could probably be like, hey, this is
We're not
kidnapping
children.
because you got us tied up.
like unless it was a
Teenagers.
pup called Scooby Doo. Like all the motherfuckers was old as fuck.
The new Scooby-Doo movies.
Yeah, Shaggy did have did have stubble on his chin.
Yeah,
Kind of like Dobie Gillis. I think that's what he was kind of model after.
and Fred was definitely like a senator, and like it was just like his old friend.
All these bad guys and all these plots, and not one of them ever had a gun.
I mean, it wasn't that deep. I don't think it ever got that level of danger.
I would have got.
I would like to see
it
a
was for you
Scooby-Doo.
kids, but I guess you ain't gonna be around to tell anybody.
I would like to see a Scooby Doo like episode run by the NRA. Like you got an M16 and you shoot a dog up for the hose.
No, if it was the NRA, they would like try to make the gun positive. Like the bad guy's confessed, and all of a sudden his head gets blown off by Scooby.
M16.
It's like it was a danger,
Fuck a ghost! I'll shoot you for the hose.
and all the bad guys would be black guys.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Mexicans.
No, and Puerto Ricans too.
Apparently Canadians at this point. So
Everybody, just Rainbow Coalition of
everybody
bad
can get it
guys.
now.
Man, you're right about those costumes. You know what? You know what Bug Bunny deserved? Like for all those times he dressed in drag, like he's revealed,
He
and
made some big
the
titties
guy,
with them cannonballs.
and the
though.
guy says, "Nuh-uh, it's too late now. You already got me started.
I guess it's
I'm a rabbit in a woman's costume. I don't care.
It's a talking-
You got a purty mouth.
It's a talking rabbit at that. Everything about
I want you to leave that lipstick on my hair, dick.
Put the wig back on. Tie them ears
I'm gonna
up.
pull them ears. I'm gonna pull those ears.
Let's lift.
I don't like hair. I like hairless.
Hairless hairs.
Your whole body's a growler.
Oh my god.
Bring that
lift
growler
that tail.
over here. The best
Man, what
lubricant
kind
is
of freaky shit was
blood.
Elmer Fudd into?
Oh my god.
But what's with what's with Bugs leading them on like?
And then like Bugs Bunny tied Elmer Fudd dick in the night and he come in his own face. Like boink, and it's like a pow with a pow.
He sticks it in the rabbit hole. It comes out
Oh yeah.
out of another hole behind him.
It is
He's like hitting his own ear.
Yeah, it's hitting his own ear like poking him in the butt. He's like, hey, wait a minute, I'm not into that freaking shit.
I bet you just go hit the right corners of the internet. That is there. That exists.
I say, boy, come here and get on this thing.
Hey, look, I conceded defeat to Rule 34 a long time ago. We would just take your word for it.
I'm just saying, it's too much out there, man. You're like, that is an unexpected corner concern.
I think I called it too early because I finally figured out what I could have done to the stump rules 30. What's it? Rule 34.
Rule 69.
Like, is there a video of a woman requesting that a guy not do something? He says, "Okay, I respect that," and not do it.
Yeah, probably.
If you don't know what I'm talking about, Google "Don't Come Inside Me." Spoiler alert: they all end with the guy coming inside her. She specifically said so. That is rude as shit.
But see, that's the thing, though. I guess you just took it out of me.
Oh my god.
I want to know what the thing though is.
I couldn't think of nothing fast enough to overcome your power.
All right, it's our show now.
It is our show. He can stop clutching his pearls, and we can finish making his fully realize how Elmer Fudd and Bugs Bunny was banging each other.
Yosemite Sam.
Yeah. Yeah, so Yosemite Sam has on like a Stars and Bars t-shirt. But he's just having sex with a bunch of black ladies, like 7 of them.
So, all right. So Looney Tunes, we had Daffy Duck. We had Sylvester and Tweety.
Yes. Oh, and Granny.
Oh man, you can't be bringing Granny into this.
Oh man, Pepe Le Pew was gonna get you busted making any video.
Oh yeah. Pepe Le Pew is probably like the main reason we should like blame men for not taking no for an answer, because he was always getting on that cat that happened to get white tail on her, white paint on her tail.
I got a feeling he knew that wasn't a skunk. He just didn't give a shit.
He's like, I'll fuck you.
And a cat don't even really. A cat and a skunk don't look alike. No matter how much paint you put on that tail, it don't look like a skunk.
I have a black cat. I could paint the back and see how much of a skunk it looks like.
Okay.
It won't move like a rodent. It just isn't what it's not really gonna happen. It's just,
All I want to know is how the fuck did he get in America?
French skunk?
Yeah.
Like everything.
We need to learn. We need to teach these Frenchy people.
We need better immigration policies.
Yes, like he can't be coming in our country, taking our American cats and having sex with them.
Why do you assume that's a cat is American?
Because this is America, not Bleed, Stars and Bars.
He's doing his Elmer Fudd, no, Yosemite Sam impression right now.
We gotta keep these French skunks out of America till we figure out what the hell's going on.
Yeah, we need to keep these French skunks away from
you
us.
hear that Scott Walker was talking about maybe we should build a wall on the Canadian border too?
Sure, why not?
This is where we are now.
I'm just rolling my eyes at this shit at this point. I'm
tired of them making poutine with beef gravy, and I can't eat that shit.
I got a spot to make you veggie gravy on the west side. What you talking about?
Veggie gravy is gross.
It actually is pretty tasty. So,
according to a person who wants to visit Canada, I ain't hearing that shit.
Again, west side, that's right here. It's up the road here.
Poutine belongs in Gitmo. It doesn't belong in America. We need to waterboard this poutine.
Water down that
probably
gravy.
It would. I want to ruin it all.
I want to hit up Banter on 60. I want to say it's like 65th, maybe 60. No, it's a little further down. It's probably like on 73rd or something like that in Detroit and Cleveland. They make a damn fine. They make all sorts of poutines, including a nice veggie one that I enjoy. So
I never had poutine outside of the Lay's chip
yeah, well,
form.
there you go. We should,
I just can't imagine how veggie poutine would be good. Because the whole thing about poutine is you need the animal parts.
It's veggie. Yeah, it's not.
It's just
vegan,
veggie gravy.
Vegetarian.
But like, what about like cheese?
Oh, the rest of the stuff is regular.
Vegetarian. Cheese ain't vegan.
You can get vegan cheese though.
Fuck that.
They don't know.
Don't call me a weirdo. I like to try the stuff at Walmart. The cow cheese. The K-A.
Yeah, look at that old freaking
I
tweaking
can't
and
even know the
shit. Got to
name.
spell it all creatively because so I don't want to be. I want to be associated with cows, but not really.
No,
Like wings.
it's
that vegan bullshit.
Fuck, I don't know. I give up. Eat whatever cheese you want.
Anyway, we need to go to. I feel like that means we need to go to Banter and go eat some poutine.
We'll record there.
Make it happen. I would try to. I think they seem pretty cool. They got a little back dining room section, so I don't know why we couldn't.
You just come pick us up and we'll just go straight there.
Easy as that.
Huh?
Make it a
I can
move.
do that.
I have no idea what time they open. I don't know if they have a lunch counter situation popping. So
No, I got Google up. Let me do something useful.
There
with
we
it
go
instead of
again, talking our way out of something good.
Banter
yeah.
restaurant.
So,
You guys speak amongst yourselves.
what time is it?
I had a thought while I was peeing a little bit ago. Father's Day is
Like, this
Sunday.
water's cold.
Father's Day is this Sunday, right?
It is.
Okay. So my buddy and his wife just had their baby like 4 days ago.
Okay.
Does he get to celebrate Father's Day? Or do you got to
Yeah.
go like around the sun, around the sun once?
No, because usually, like while a woman is pregnant, they celebrate Mother's Day.
Yeah, they get Mother's Day cards
do?
and shit. Yeah, hell yeah.
Did he get her anything for Mother's Day?
I have no idea. I didn't ask.
He probably did. They just got married, so they're still doing that kind of stuff.
Hey, man. Yeah, he didn't have to wait for the baby to be born to put up with shit. So I mean, pregnant women.
Oh my god, this man sent us a picture of a rap DVD the other day in our Slack channel just to prove a point, and that lets you know where he be at some days.
I'm turning that into a Infinity War.
Like I'm trading that bitch in, it's going with a whole stack of other motherfucking things.
I took a few things that I got this for you. You didn't appreciate it. It's at my desk now.
Yeah, like it's funny. I get my my girlfriend a calendar every year. Then she never use it, but it's kind of funny now because like I'll find it in her car. Not necessarily to make her feel bad. Like, what's this? But I keep on buying them just to do it because I think it's funny
At
now.
this point, it is tradition, and I fucks with it.
Like a calendar that you're not gonna use a 367 pages, because you got the title. And,
Sometimes you just forget that you got stuff in the car that needs to go somewhere. Like yesterday, after work, I stopped at my mom's house because she asked me to.
Mm-hmm.
She gave me like 3 trays of chicken thighs, various things.
yeah,
A couple 6-packs of beer. And then I went home, and the whole thing was I was supposed to go home, change, and then go to the gym.
yeah.
So I went home, went in the house, changed, came back out, and drove to go to the gym before I realized that I hadn't taken any of the groceries out of the backseat of my car.
Oh, you did-
So I had to turn back around, go home, and unload before I went to the gym.
Yeah.
Luckily, he was within spitting distance of said
I only made it a block before I realized what had happened.
Turn around like, damn, all this chicken.
I started thinking about it. I'm like, oh shit.
So, how often do you guys like forget something at home, and then they're like, I'm gonna just turn around? Are you a turnaround guy or keep going?
Only turn around
Depends on the thing.
or the phone or the wallet.
Yeah, it depends on what it actually is. Like if it's just like, oh, I left my drink on the counter, man, rest in peace.
Anything else I can make you today?
I left my wallet home today. I didn't turn around.
Well, yeah, I got
Battery on your
Samsung.
car is probably like 3% too.
I charged it last night. We're good. We're good. I can even put on the air conditioner.
Oh man,
Do you got like a
balling over here?
like a jumper, because I'm sure that I know they do now, like make the battery packs that you can just plug your car in, like keep it in the back of your car just in case of emergencies.
I don't know.
Well,
That's a good question. I should know that.
That would be a good ass Father's Day gift.
Let's just ask this question. Did you ever read that manual?
Damn you.
Just because I can't stand you.
You might as well ask if I did a follow-up for my vasectomy.
No, we're tired of asking about that.
I already know
What
the
you do?
answer to that.
Yeah,
That'd
what
be
you do with
wasting
your
all
dick
our time.
is your business at this point.
Hey, look.
I think after 6 months, it's like it was polite to ask, but after that, we talking
Yeah,
about
I
your
mean,
dick.
what's the point in asking 3 years from now? All the ones that were there are probably dead anyway. So
Well, you can ask again, like if I get my wife or another girl pregnant.
Oh, another lady, Tammy.
I work with a Tammy. Don't say that shit.
Oh shit!
It got real.
He was like, I gotta think about. Damn, Tammy.
I'm gonna say something rude. I don't think she can get pregnant at this point.
Yeah, moms don't get pregnant, so you know.
I'm not fucking.
I don't know.
how old she
It was this
is.
episode of Ray Donovan where the dude only had some mouth sex, and then she had it was like a bucket of champagne next to the bed, and she spit it into a condom, and then put it in the ice, and then set the bucket out.
That is based on that may not be based on it, but that is a true story that I read about some years ago. It ended up going to court, and a judge found in the man's favor and was like, because there was no way, there was an expectation that he could get a woman pregnant by him getting blown, because she saved his nut and knocked herself up for child support.
Damn.
Yeah, and the judge did find in his favor. Was like, nah, dog, that was that's some case law. So that has gone down.
Yeah.
But I didn't mean to be rude about Tammy. I don't know how old she is, but like biology's a thing, man. Don't give me dirty looks, Tyrell.
What's that? What's the lady from Rocky?
I don't know what her egg status is.
What's the lady from Rocky's name?
Oh shit,
Adrian?
Adrian,
No,
the woman who played her.
No, the big blonde lady.
Oh, Cher.
Brigitte Nielsen just got.
Yeah, she just got-
Oh, okay.
She just got pregnant.
Okay, I said Cher because I'm thinking of The Mask and the character's name was Rocky.
Oh,
Rocky
Dennis?
Dennis. Holy cow.
I was like-
it's based on real life, true story.
Yeah, but she was pretty fucking old.
All right.
She's like 54 or something like that. Is what I thought I read. So. But she's in the Flavor of Love days. She was still kind of her prime. She could have been just loving somebody. I don't know.
So we ever find out if that was
she was
Flav's
loving
baby?
Flavor Flav.
Flavor Flav.
They did a whole show together, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Called Crazy Love or some shit. Why are you disappointed in that?
I think I'm just disappointed in Flavor Flav.
Well, I'm just, man, I don't know. That was just like a double negative. It canceled it out and made it a positive.
Mathematics.
Yeah.
Yeah, there we do it. You got podcasting. That's probably how we get down every week. I got surgery next week. We're going to try to pinch in some extras. But the reality of it is, I think we are far enough ahead that we should be okay. But if not, we're going to try to get some extras and keep everything moving.
We got
Also, none of your fucking business.
I got some candy bars in my drawer that I gotta get ate. I'm just the bitches just can't keep sitting there. So we gonna do a
We tried. So now that you actually know that exists, that's pretty dope.
Yeah, we should just keep on teasing that shit. Like, yeah, we talked about some shit on.
We actually reviewed some shit that before we had a name for this shit that actually will fall under the We Tried banner, which means I'm probably going to come up with a We Tried theme song and a track for you to record.
You know what? I'm gonna work on that when we get back to work.
All right, because then I can just slap it on the front of every
tried.
song.
We try hard. We
Can't
tried.
seem to get away from candy.
I had already started writing the lyrics like, we tried so hard. We tried some soda and some candy. Oh, we tried. But I gotta find that bone beat.
Might be time to try that buffalo soda, buffalo chicken soda.
No, man, goddamn it, Gabe. What
trying to enjoy this.
That's Tatum 216. That's Lunchbox 2099. That is the real ODP.
Hold on. As one of the people on this show, on one of the legs of this 4-leg table, I'm not trying no gross shit. Or we trying.
I don't even know what's try it.
Gross
We're
until
gonna
we
end up
try,
doing an
though.
episode where we try our new 4th chair.
Don't worry. We just gonna buy Gabe a bottle of Buffalo Ranch soda, and he can try that shit, and we'll just be like, okay, he tried.
I
He
got
tried.
He tried so hard.
We're trying things, not trying to do Fear Factor over here.
Yeah.
All right, fine. I got a future
Don't be
news.
buying me no sour cream and onion crickets. I ain't fuck with them hoes either.
But again, we don't know if it's bad until we try it. I tell my kids this shit all the
No,
time.
you don't. I got
listen,
you.
listen.
You don't worry about that.
I was talking to my mother on the phone the other day, and I had some car trouble, and she was like, "Well, you should do this, you should do that." I'm like, I'm old enough right now where I'm like, if I don't want to do something where I feel like I'm old enough to be like, nah, I'm not gonna argue with nobody no more about anything. Like if you fuck me over, or something like that, I'm old enough to walk away and just be like, if I don't call you back or I'm not talking to you no more, you know you fucked up, and we don't gotta talk about it no more. I'm not to the point where I'm like, well, could you please come do this for me? No, I don't do that no more, and I'm not eating no gross shit.
Okay.
Look, along with cake for breakfast, being able to say fuck off.
Yeah.
And or not say it at all, but
Yeah.
just, imply that fuck off.
Yeah, like-
it's one of the best parts about being grown.
Like I think the seed of you, that shit sticking in your brain for like, why haven't I heard from him? It's probably worse stuff to be like, you's a bitch. Like if I say you's a bitch, then that's gonna make you mad.
It's like when your parents break you down emotionally, rather than physically. No spanking, just mental lashings.
Yeah, like
Get a parent that can do both.
We go the other way now. I am Taylor 713. That's Lunchbox 2099.
Theoretically.
That's Tatum 216. That's the real ODP. I don't know what order that went in.
Chad and Tatum.
We out here on these podcast streets every week.
I talk so damn much they call
Theoretically.
me Chad and Tatum.
And also go hit us up on Spotify, go hit us up on Patreon. We out everywhere at this point. I even put shit on Instagram at this point. Come now. Just throw some support your boys'
Come
way.
baby, come.
Respect due, you just got podcast still. I know you loved it. Peace.
Whoa. Breaking news by the time this podcast comes out, a movie about the life of Chadwick Boseman is finally going to be announced. Ironically, he won't be cast as Chadwick Boseman, just every other black guy in the movie.
Hey, what happened to you? You used to be beautiful.